Pull up a chair. Let me tell you a story about a pirate who may have left millions in the Florida Keys. I'm Mykael Marinelli, and around here they call me Conchquistador. Now, the golden age of piracy, people think about the Caribbean. But the Florida Keys had a formidable pirate of their own. His name? Black Caesar. And he was a mean, vicious son of a bitch. And big, broad. Think of a Michael Irvin football type. Just a mean looking guy. And, here's where history and lore get a little fuzzy. Some people claim he was an African prince. Some say he was an escaped slave. Others say he might have even been part of Blackbeard's crew. Either way, by the 1700s, Black Caesar had become one of the most formidable and successful pirates from the Bahamas all the way through the Florida coast. So, that was one of the things. And one of the most important thing about Black Caesar is, as opposed to, let's say, some of the Hollywood pirates that you see with big warships, he didn't rely on those. He relied on geography. The shallow banks, the reefs that could cut a boat in half, the mangroves that were a maze. And what he would do is he used his knowledge of the area as a weapon and as an advantage. And I can tell you firsthand, I've navigated through what's called Caesar's Creek, which is named after him. It's a natural S-winding creek that goes from about 10 feet deep to mere inches in just a matter of feet. And I want you to picture something. Here's what Black Caesar and his crew would do. So picture it's a dark night, especially if it's starless. And he would have one of his men hang up a light, so it looked like a lighthouse. And an unsuspecting ship would navigate, not realizing they were being pulled into the shallows, into the reefs. And that is when Black Caesar would strike. Quickly, viciously, and then disappear into the mangroves. Finding him was almost impossible. And now, that's one of the things that people would look, and here's one of the factors that most people talk about when they talk about Black Caesars. They talk about his treasure that he may have left in South Florida. Now, people have looked for generations, old archaic maps, different legends that are out there. They've even dynamited part of Key Largo looking for treasure that might be there. Some people say it's underwater in Biscayne Bay. Who knows? It might never have even existed. Or somebody may have found it and was wisely to keep their freaking mouth shut. Maybe it's still out there. Maybe the right person can find it somewhere hidden in the mangroves. Anyway, the funny thing is beyond all that, he became such an integral part of South Florida that his name is still on the maps today. It's not something not a lot of pirates have been able to do. So, the next time you're floating through Caesar's Creek or in Biscayne Bay, realize you might be on top of what is still one of Florida's greatest mysteries. Where the hell is that treasure? Anyway, that's how the locals tell it.